Today, Ukraine marks the 30th anniversary of its independence. We see it as a great opportunity to present our vision of a modern, creative and dynamic Ukraine, a democratic European country and a dream destination to visit. Freedom, revolutions and revolutionary ideas, new economic opportunities and global food security, growing IT industry and advanced innovations, vibrant culture, creative industries, sports, and yet unexplored tourist destinations. That is what modern Ukraine is all about. We want you to feel Ukraine's spirit, plunge into its charms and grasp a range of opportunities it provides. Freedom is a source of our strength. It is at the core of our national identity, traditions, cultural heritage, and language. Yet, Ukraine has always been a place where cultures and languages meet, enriching each other. Ukraine is diverse, dynamic, and open to the world. It is the place to fulfill your dreams and realize new ideas. Ukraine has a lot to offer, and we encourage you to come and get inspired. Happy 30th anniversary to Ukrainians all over the globe. And glory to Ukraine for many more years to come.
I would like to congratulate Ukraine on the 30th anniversary of its independence. Over those 30 years, Ukraine has been engaged in a remarkable struggle to see if it can overcome the historical legacy of communism and establish itself as an independent and democratic country. Yet Ukrainians can be proud of what they have achieved to date and should be grateful that they have the ability to set their own course. It is a country on the front lines of a global struggle between authoritarian government and democracy, and I wish it the best for the coming 30 years of its history.
Summer in Ukraine tastes like strawberries, freshly picked from the garden, or floating in your trendy drink somewhere in Kiev. It's an open-air festival in which nature is one of the headline acts, or jazz in the old town of Lviv, with the scent of coffee and chocolate in the air. It's homegrown vegetables and goat cheese. It's the exquisite taste of local wine. It's the morning hustle of the markets, the fertile fields, the hot sand of the desert. It's a movie festival in Odessa. Memories that can't be forgotten, but which evolve with everyday life. It's the tunnel of love. Love is in the air in the forest. Breathe. Or dance. Or just gaze at the sea. Bathe in the warmth of the city lights. Climb mountains. Jump into waterfalls. Explore the ancient history of Ukrainians and hear their fascinating stories. Take roads to places you've never seen before. Do all of this in one summer. It's all here in Ukraine. And it's happening right now.
In the west of Ukraine, there's Lviv, one of the oldest and most interesting cities in all of Eastern Europe. The central square of Lviv is a unique architectural ensemble that is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. There are many picturesque castles around Lviv. If you're fond of history, you must not miss them. Another large, dynamic, and modern Ukrainian city is Kharkiv. It is located in the northeast of the country. Here you'll find majestic examples of 20th century architecture and beautiful parks. Perhaps the best place for a seaside retreat is Odessa. It is a city with a unique atmosphere, wonderful sea, and a long and interesting history. There are many other exciting and hospitable sites in Ukraine that are worth seeing. Each of them is very special in their own way. Moreover, our countryside and natural landscapes are unbelievably beautiful and diverse. Here are just a few brief facts about what you can see. The only desert in Europe, Oleshki Sands, is located right here in Ukraine. In addition are some of the largest rivers in Europe, the Danube, the Dnipro, and others. Ukraine is home to a picturesque mountain range, the Carpathians. It is a popular place for active leisure, for example, camping trips, ATV rides, and skiing.
What really inspires me in Ukraine is Ukrainian nature and Ukrainian culture. And if you can imagine the whole Ukraine as a place of force and energy for me, and the center of it lays in Carpathian Mountains. Carpathians, with their culture, with their nature, with their cuisine, with their music, is something special for me. It creates goosebumps in my skin all the time I'm there. So I strongly encourage all of you to come to Ukraine and make sure that you go to Carpathians. It's really worthy.
My lovely Ukraine, my beautiful, independent, and proud state. My Ukraine keeps every minute for action, sings despite all grievances, believes and foresees her blessed future. My Crimea is my Ukraine. People living here are proud of their identity, love and respect their customs and traditions. These people are the most valuable gem of Crimean Peninsula, and indeed, the national precious of Ukraine.
Crimea is a place with unique nature and rich history. Geographically and historically, it is deeply connected to Ukraine. It is situated in the south of Ukraine, and its coastline is washed by the Black and Azov Seas. It is a diverse and multicultural place. Historically, representatives of different nationalities have lived here: Ukrainians, Greeks, Jews, and German people. Also, some indigenous people live here. These are Crimean Tatars, Karaids, and Krimchaks. Ukrainian cuisine is unique. From traditional to contemporary, it reflects the variety of Ukraine's nature, from mountain peaks to endless fields. Authentic, haute cuisine or street food. In Ukraine, you'll find meals suiting all tastes. Let's start with Ukraine's signature dish, borscht, which has already conquered the hearts of many people from abroad, and which now claims formal recognition as a part of Ukraine's cultural heritage. But Ukraine's cuisine is not just borscht. Ukraine has a centuries-old gastronomic heritage. You may have heard about vareniki. You should definitely try this dish, because Ukrainian food always tastes good.
Українська кухня бере свій початок ще з часів Київської Русі. Вона формувалася на прикордонні і завжди була буфером поміж Сходом та Заходом. Українські страви є унікальними, і те, що ви зможете скуштувати тут, ви ніколи не знайдете в інших куточках світу. Світ змінюється і культура змінюється. Українська їжа іде крок за кроком в тому унікальному тандемі світовому, як і рухається французька кухня, італійська кухня. Все має розвиток, як мода. Їжа так само.
And what about modern haute cuisine? Old recipes in combination with modern cooking techniques will definitely surprise you. Come and wine and dine with us, and you'll be guaranteed to have an incredible gastronomic experience.
To
2 years ago, Ukraine inspired me to move from San Francisco to Kyiv to create Unit City, the largest innovation park in Europe very soon, with more than 30,000 amazing people. What inspires me in Ukraine is people. Those amazing people, geek, ITchnik, who are creating those really cool company, really cool products, really cool tech. Ukraine, you rock. When I go to Kyiv, Lviv, Odessa, Kharkiv, Dnipro, I see all those amazing people creating really cool tech and creating the future, not only of Ukraine, but of the world. The Preply, the Grammarly, the PetCube. Guys, you rock. You inspire me. You inspire us. You should inspire the world even more. Happy birthday, Ukraine. Keep inspiring us.
Inspiration and surprise. It's all about Ukraine now. Innovative and technological, with over 4,000 tech companies and more than 200,000 high-skilled IT professionals, where the conditions for growth and for realizing your wildest ideas are possible. Just like with Reface, technology that is built on artificial intelligence. The app became one of the most popular free apps in the American App Store, where it achieved 100 million downloads within a record period of 14 months.
There is no inspiring personally for me than listening to the stories of your friends, your relatives or Ukrainians getting some respect and success. And I believe that Reface is one of the stories. And we believe why it happened, mainly because we believed in ourselves. When nobody, like few people, believed in our success, we did #1 in Apple Store, we got such great customers and supporters as Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, Miley Cyrus and all other great entrepreneurs and celebrities. And what is important, what is my conclusion on that? That you should be desperate believers. And Ukraine is a really young country, and you are really young, great people that can achieve anything if they believe in their chance, they support what they do, and they never stop dreaming and realizing their dreams. So keep moving, keep dreaming. Happy Independence Day.
And it's not the first global success for a Ukrainian startup. You might have heard of Grammarly, but did you know that it is originally from Ukraine? Since 2019, Ukraine has been implementing a new government program, A State in a Smartphone. The idea is as simple as it sounds. All services are moving online and will be accessible in one click, or preferably from a smartphone. Ukrainians are very creative. Modern Ukrainian culture is something you'll definitely fall in love with. Or perhaps it won't be entirely to your taste, but it definitely won't leave you indifferent. Ukrainian culture has always been and will always be a part of European culture, but during the Soviet era, the culture was always restricted by censorship and by rules laid down by authorities. Modern artists rethink Soviet heritage. For example, like this multimedia project that is based on Soviet mosaics. Ukrainian cinema is also great. During recent years, thanks to government support, a lot of Ukrainian films of different genres have been created. Military movies, dramas, comedies, fairy tales, and others. And these films have been successful worldwide. Ukrainian filmmakers receive awards at the biggest international festivals, Cannes, Venice, Berlin, and others. Ukraine represents a crossroads of different cultures, and the most precious thing that Ukraine has is freedom. Freedom that affords you the opportunity to grow and to define your identity through art, and in particular, within music. By combining ethnic traditions and modernity, Ukraine amazed Europe and the world in this year's Eurovision Song Contest. A song performed by the Ukrainian group made it to the top in Spotify's World Trends chart. By combining ethnic musical instruments and modern rhythms, Ukrainian musicians successfully sell their music to the world. Daha Braha is perhaps the most well-known Ukrainian music group worldwide.
Hello and warm greetings from the Royal Albert Hall in London. I would like to send my sincere congratulations to all Ukrainians during this special month and year, our 30th independence. And I hope very much that culture will be in our focus in the next years, because it's through culture that we can prove that we are a great nation and we have a unique identity.
Ukraine is a fashionable and stylish country. The clothes made by Ukrainian designers are worn all around the world. Ukraine Fashion Week is a big event in the world of fashion and the first pret-a-porter show in Eastern Europe. Now Ukrainian embroidered shirts and their variations are fashionable worldwide. Many celebrities buy embroidered clothes and wear them. And it's not a surprise, because these clothes are really striking and unique.
У кожного українського дизайнера в серці українська історія і українська культура. Кожен надихається невичерпною енергією української землі.
Diversity and creativity. This is how Ukrainian designers are best described. They represent many different styles. They don't copy others. They create something fresh and unique. This is why they sell their clothes successfully all over the world.
Українська мода, вона особлива. В ній багато глибинного сенсу. Коли дизайнер привносить в свої творіння українську символіку, культуру, історію, одяг набуває особливого характеру. Це додає одягу унікальності, і це і є секрет успіху українських дизайнерів.
Ukrainian sportsmen are superheroes. They can surprise their fans and opponents. They win even when no one has anticipated. Today, after 30 years of re-establishment of independence, one of the most popular sports in Ukraine is obviously football. Each town has its own football team, and the whole country roots for the national team.